Hello, I'm Mark Hall-Patton. I want to welcome you to the Clark County Museum. Today I want to tell you a little bit about mining in southern Nevada. Behind me we have one of the ore carts you see out here at the museum. Now, when you think of ore carts, you think of the little metal ones that they actually used in the mines. This is actually an ore wagon. This was actually used out in the Sandy Valley area. Something like this would have handled about 2 tons of ore and would have carried it down from the mine area to where the mill was. But you might not think of all the different kinds of mining that was done in Clark County. So when you think about the early years of mining, you might wonder about, well, who was the first one to come in here and mine? And the first person that we know of was a fellow named Francis X. Aubrey. He was leading a pack train through this area. They actually stopped at the mouth, we think of El Dorado Canyon, just south of Boulder City. They actually stopped right along the Colorado River for the evening. They were just camping there. And a couple of people with the group just tried their hands at placer mining along the Colorado River. Placer mining is when you use a pan and you gather up some gravel and just work it with the water. And they actually showed some color. They were finding gold there. Now, you would think, oh, they found gold there, that would have led to a gold rush, and it probably would have, except when he made notes of this. They found the gold there. However, the fact that when he was heading back the next year, he was killed in a bar fight down in Arizona, his notes weren't actually published until the 1960s. So nobody knew that they had found gold at that time. The first actual find that was made here was lead, and that was in 1856 when the Mormons were here and they found a lead mine up on Mount Potosi. That mine was a hard rock mine. And a hard rock mine is when you actually are working into a mountain. That's the sort of mine that we show here in this model of a mine. Clark County, it turned out, was a very mineralized area. So we had not only silver and gold and lead and zinc, but we had platinum, we had palladium, we had salt, we had zinc, we had all these other metals here, we had copper, we actually had turquoise here, sand was being worked here, that is still being worked here today. Gypsum, I talked about gypsum a couple of months ago. A lot of different things have been mined in this county, and it continues to be one of the things that is an underpinning of the economics of Clark County. It's interesting though today, now we may think of the gold and the silver in that, but that's no longer really any big part of the economy of Clark County. Today, when it comes down to what it is that we are quarrying or mining for, it's sand and colored rock and gypsum. Those are the things that really are still a part of the industrial base of Clark County. So you might think of gold, you might think of silver and that, but that's not what we're still going after to this day. Historically, yes, and we talk about that here. When you come out to the museum, you can learn about all of that and all the different things that we have taken out of the ground here. And by the way, when you come out here and you see our little mine, you might notice the name, the Jelly Bean Mine. Now, that doesn't reference an actual mine that was here. That references one of our staff members, a part-timer, who was working for us when we were installing this exhibit back in 1990. She was one of the only people on staff who could get down inside of this exhibit and work inside of it. Because she was able to do that, she got her name applied to the mine, and it was named for Jill. So it's the Jelly Bean Mine. Now, when you have a chance, you have to come out here. Remember, we are only open 7 days a week. I know that's hard for you, but we are open. That it is $2 a head. I can't get it free for you, but it is $2 a head. Unless you're like me and over 55 or under 18. Yeah, I fall in the over 55 category. So please come out and join us.